Less than a month after losing a defamation trial against ex-husband Johnny Depp and being ordered to pay him $8.5 million, the 36-year-old actress is facing additional legal trouble stemming from a vacation the former couple took to the country in 2015. That is the shocking revelation from a recent Daily Mail report, which confirmed that the perjury investigation against Heard is still ongoing after first reporting it in October of 2021. Many believe that Johnny brought up his lawsuit at this time to use up Amber's resources for the perjury investigation. So what exactly was Amber's perjury trouble? What do people have to say about it? Keep watching to find out. Amber Heard has been investigated for perjury in Australia ever since 2015 when she brought in 2 dogs without authorization. It's alleged that she lied under oath. If Johnny hadn't brought upon the defamation lawsuit, Amber's entire legal team would have used all their resources in making an allegation as serious as a perjury investigation disappear. Many suspect that Johnny's team did this so Amber could not deal with the perjury allegations immediately. The internet is convinced Johnny successfully distracted Amber's legal team in court. Many are not fans of how Amber behaved in Australia and want the actress to undergo the legal processes. One person stated, "She should be responsible for this. She must be held accountable for something she has done incorrectly." Another added that she has lied about the dogs, about life events, about blackmailing friends, and about lying in court. It is time to take responsibility. None of the rest of us would be able to get away with anything like this. One more stated that, whatever the circumstances, the fact that she threatened an employee with losing his job in order to pressure them into lying for her is yet another example of her despicable behavior, and I am not surprised to learn she did this at all. One more said that woman is a living nightmare for everyone who has ever worked for them. She is simply not to be believed. I feel bad for all of those employees. Another fan added that, "I'm from Australia. Because we are geographically isolated, we lack many things that are common elsewhere in the world, such as rabies. We do have a related Lassa virus, but it's uncommon, primarily affects bats, and we do not vaccinate our animals against rabies. That is not something we want in here. And despite the reputation that everything in Australia wants to kill you, our environment is quite delicate in terms of foreign pathogens and other pests. Many of the animals found here are found nowhere else in the world. This is their sole natural habitat. If some of these pests get into Australia, they could wipe out entire species, and because they only live here, they'll be eradicated." One said, "Laws are laws that exist for a reason. Every country is different, and all laws should be followed regardless of what they are or who you believe you are. She must be held responsible." Another said that JD refused to send the dogs to Australia, but AH made the decision to do what she wanted. As a result, she smuggled the dogs into the country on her own, and then she tried to persuade her employees to lie for her because she lied about it. JD got into trouble as a result of her. This woman must face the consequences of her crimes. One stated that she should be prosecuted for perjury somewhere. She also glassed Johnny Depp, severing the tip of his finger. She broke Australian law. I am relieved to see that someone is attempting to do the right thing in her case. The Australian Department of Agriculture, Water and Environment is still investigating allegations of perjury by Ms. Heard during court proceedings for the 2015 illegal importation of 2 dogs into Australia. The dogs in question are Pistol and Boo, Heard's 2 Yorkshire Terriers. When she and Depp visited Australia in 2015, Heard failed to properly declare the dogs, which violated the country's strict quarantine and biosecurity laws. Heard was charged with 2 counts of illegally importing the animals in July of that year, but the case was closed in April 2016 after the actress pled guilty to falsifying travel documents and paid a $7,650 fine. Despite the fact that the case was closed in April 2016, it was reopened in 2020 after Kevin Murphy, Depp's former estate manager, told London's High Court that he had warned Heard about the strict policies, procedures, and entry rules when bringing animals into Australia. I also explained to Ms. Heard several times that attempting to bring the dogs into Australia without first completing the mandatory process was illegal and could result in very harsh penalties, including euthanizing the dogs, Murphy testified in 2020 during Depp's libel case against The Sun. When I expressed my dissatisfaction with this, Ms. Heard replied, "Well, I want your help on this. I don't want you to have a problem with your job," he continued, alleging that Heard directed him to make a false statement about the situation. It quickly became clear that Ms. Heard was threatening my job stability unless I cooperated in providing a declaration that supported her false account for the Australian proceedings, Murphy, who worked for Depp for 8 years, added. As a result of this, I felt extreme pressure to cooperate, despite knowing that doing so would require lying. If found guilty of perjury, Heard could face up to 14 years in prison in Australia, though the government is unlikely to extradite her over the matter. Do you think Johnny's team orchestrated this on purpose? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.